everybody. It is Janet Metzger, and I want to welcome you to the Network Marketer's Den. I have got a phenomenal guest for you today. This is a person that I met. We live in the same town, and I had never met her before, but I met her through a networking event. So I'm all about networking, as you know, and as is she. So it was a great opportunity for us to get together. Terri Strange is a phenomenal woman. I'm telling you, she wears so many different hats. She's a mom, she's a wife, she's a grandma, a brand new grandma for the second time, right? Okay. And she owns not only her own network marketing business, her and her husband own a business, and she supports another business owner. So, and she knows how to have fun too. So I love that she finds a way to balance it all. So I want to welcome Terri Strange to our day today. So thanks, Terri, for joining.
You're welcome, and thanks for the kind introduction.
Oh, well, hey, I only speak the truth. You know,
Right.
my belief is this: I have to tell the truth because I don't have to remember what I say when you're telling the truth. But now you've been with your company for so long. I'm so impressed. You're with Market America, right? Okay.
Right.
And,
Yep.
and you can tell everybody a little bit about what it is, what the company is. But I'm so impressed that you have been with your company, get this, for 15 years. Tell us a little bit more. Tell us your story. Now, I gave the little bit of a background, but tell us about you and why you got started in this business and what everybody should know about Terri.
Sure. Well, I'm just like you, most of you out there who are listening. I was a chiropractic assistant and for many years full-time, and I was a single mom, and a product line was introduced into the chiropractic clinic that the doctor had never heard of. So she started me on a product because I had asthma and allergies and stuff like that. Well, long story short is that product completely changed my life and my health. So she always knew that I was creative in making extra money when I didn't have my girls. So she said, why don't you just sell this product and you can make some extra money? So then you just fast forward. I wasn't looking for a business or anything, but I started studying. Oh my gosh, there's a viable business behind this, a business that I can do alongside of what I'm doing. And I can put the time in when I'm not chasing girls on basketball courts or softball fields. And honestly, that's exactly what I did. And now fast forward 15 years, and now I'm a grandma. I was able to walk away from my full-time job at the clinic. I'm only an independent there one day a week, and I'm able to design my own days and spend time with my grandkids and just work on other things that are important to me. But through that process, I have developed such a passion for health and wellness. So Market America is a product brokerage and internet marketing company. So I happen to specialize in the health and nutrition division of the company and kind of based my business around that. So, and when I'm business building, I just show people how to create an extra paycheck without getting that second job, because that's what saved me and helped me.
Right. I love that. That is a great 30-second commercial because, we talk about 30-second commercials. That what you do is you help people create an income without getting a second job, because especially for those that, we always say a side hustle or whatever, but at least with a side hustle, and when you were such a busy mom, I mean, that's today's day and age. People are chasing. When I was a kid, we used to play after school. Now kids are going everywhere, and you are literally the mom taxi. Now you're the grandma taxi. So that's phenomenal. So 15 years, clearly a busy person. What keeps you going every day to do these things? Because I know when that business owner needs you, you're there for them. But what keeps you going?
I think what keeps me going is, number one, I just have a passion to help people. And I really believe, whether it's health, business, or both, I believe that I have a solution for them if this is a great fit for them. And it just keeps my goals in center. I feel blessed that, I was able to walk away from my job 8 years ago and kind of design my own life or my own time. And when you keep that at the forefront, I want to have a pivotal role in my kids' life and taking care of, my mom, my dad passed away. I was able to be there after he had a stroke every single day till he passed. And now my mom is, in her 80s, and to me, I just can't replace it's priceless. So, and to be able to just design your days and help as many people as I can. So that's what keeps me going.
Okay. That makes complete and total sense. And you're right. It's not just about the money. It is about the time, and by keeping your goals in front of you. That is so, so important. Now you have been building a team. Your business is, in terms of sales, is really phenomenal. Can you talk about the importance of consistency? Because I've said it to you before, Terri, in our discussions, you are boringly consistent. Tell us the importance of consistency and how you stay consistent.
Yeah, I just, I guess I relate it back to my basketball playing days when you're on the court and you have to do the drills. You have to do the daily drills and all that, so that when you're in the game, it just comes naturally. So I practice the fundamentals of my business, which is keeping my mind in the right place, reading my goals, reaching out to people, becoming a great follow up and follow through person. And those are kind of what I call, and then too, being a product of the product with our company, and kind of in that always learning and, stuff like that. So just doing those gets me in the game, that I'm not caught off guard. Like if I'm at the grocery store, I'm here, I'm there, you kind of know what to say or listen for. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just kind of like if you go to a job, you have certain tasks you have to do probably every day. So this is my job, my business, and these are the fundamentals to keep me in the game.
Right. Oh, Terri, you had my heart pitter pattering when you started talking about the fundamentals, and you know how much I'm a basketball nut, not a player, but I just love basketball. And I love what you said about daily drills and practicing the fundamentals. And those have become habits for you. None of that is sexy, the follow up and the follow through, but that's what's important. But you also said something that's so, so important, that you are a product of the product. It doesn't matter what company you're with. You should be using your own products. Now, that's not to say you're going to use everything, but you certainly should try it. So wise words. Be boringly consistent. So you're supporting this business owner, the chiropractic office, and you're working 1 day a week, supposedly, but you can tell a little bit about that story. You and your husband own a very successful business, and you've got your business, not to mention everything with the grandkids and the brand new baby and 3 months old. How do you get it all done?
Well, I think just planning, having a schedule and working your schedule. So, you have your day, just like if you're going to work every day, so you have your little bits and you get it scheduled in, and a lot of stuff doesn't necessarily take a lot of time. So I'll put on a list. These are the people I need to follow up with, and I'm a big list maker, getting those priorities done of the drills and things I have to do, and just checking off the boxes. And if I don't get something done, it goes on the list for the next day. And, in that comes taking care of myself, because if I'm not healthy and doing that, it's just not going to work for anybody. So it's really learning how to manage yourself during our days, the time that we have allotted in the day. We all have the same amount of time. It's what we do with that time. Right.
And I remember a conversation we had a few months ago, where you said, even on your lunch hour when you were working full time, which you would do. You want to just share a little bit about that?
I was working full time, and
Well, when how you would use your lunch hour for your business?
you can take, whatever, you're eating your sandwich or your salad, and you can take a few minutes. And well, number one, you could be listening to something to feed your mind. And number two, if I need to make a quick follow up, or if I needed to place an order, or if I needed to, just make I call them reach out, you can do just a little bit of that and then it's done, and then you're not thinking about it. That's the other thing I realized. If I just get things done, it's not taking up time in my head thinking about it. So,
100%, 100%. And I love that you said about prioritizing. I actually just did a video talking about the ABCs of prioritizing. And I think that's so important. You got to do the things that are going to make a difference. But we just talked before we jumped on about, you're supporting another business owner. And you did the right thing by helping her, but you told me you kind of had an aha moment. You want to just share that story?
Yeah. So I put in like 60 extra hours in the month of August to help with this big project that was going on at the clinic. And, it was fine, but it really brought my goals and what I want to do with my life. Because, could it be easier? Could I pick up other days and, whatever and go there? But that's fulfilling the owner's dream of, not my goals and dreams. I have goals and dreams that I want to help people through my business, but I also want the time. I want the time that when my daughter just had a baby, I can be over there helping her. Or, I want to have the time that I can be up at the cottage, or I want to have time with my family, or just time with myself to think, what else do I want to accomplish while I'm here on this earth? So it was a real aha, like, oh, thank you, God, that I'm able to do this. And for the great reminder that it's about my life, my goals, my dreams, and I can help support others, but I need to keep my goals, my dreams at the forefront.
Right. And too often we do that. It's the short term. Well, I could make that quick money, but in the long term, it doesn't support you. So that's great. Now, you have been building a team and you're boringly consistent with that. But can you talk about the importance of the onboarding and doing it the right way and not just throwing somebody on? Because to me, if you don't onboard the right way, you're just asking for somebody to leave, and it's all about reducing turnover in my world. So can you share a little bit about that?
Yes. When we bring a new business partner on too, we like to do what's called a grand opening or ribbon cutting ceremony, because we want to make it fun and festive. I mean, somebody is, doing this for, to better themselves or whatever. So it's so important to bring somebody on the right way. So number one, they're enthused. We want to make it a teaching thing. We want to make it fun and exciting so that they'll be, excited then to get into the fundamentals of the business to keep going. So we do a grand opening. We tie a ribbon around, we have them invite friends and family over, and they cut the ribbon and we celebrate it. And then we'll go into a little bit about the company. She'll take on a small role. So she's already starting to learn, or he or whoever it is. And then we just go from there. And it's just been very successful. So we just do a little recap of what she just started. And in this case, she too is going to specialize in this person that I just brought on. It's going to specialize like in the supplements, health and nutrition. So then we kind of ended with that, and, obviously, and then we talk about the business opportunity a little bit, but it's just tell lots of stories and stuff like that. And that's been just a very successful way to introduce just several aspects of this company.
Right.
And get them started right. And two, they've got a captive audience. They get customers like literally right off the bat. And you've got sales right away. So you're already moving towards the black, if not getting into the black from recouping that, little bit of investment that they made up front.
Right. And you know what? So this is a technique that's been around for a long time, but a lot of people don't do it and don't take the time, and they think that it takes too much time. But what you said is that it really gets them off to the right way. But talk a little bit about the learning experience. What is how did that new distributor feel that you were partnering with her? And because I mean, when you're brand new, it's scary, right?
Right. Yep. And usually what I do is have a couple partners come with me, because they're telling their stories, and it's showing that person that you're not out there alone. So, and that's what we want to do, that we're going to work right alongside you. Usually what I say is I'm going to match your efforts. The success of your business is up to you, but I'm going to be right there working alongside of you. And
Right.
then, showing you. And she just learned so much, and not only about maybe the couple products we talked about, but a little bit more too about the business, because you don't know everything.
No,
That's not the point when somebody, you're not going to, I'm still learning, it's been
right,
15
right.
years, so.
I love what you said, match your efforts. So really somebody that's brand new. So if you bring on a new distributor, their real role is just to invite people.
Yep. Invite people. And like we did a couple, two right in a row, two different nights, which is always good.
Okay.
So yeah, we did it basically on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember now, but it was that. So it's like, great. If you can't make it this night, come that night. So then by the second night, she had already learned so much. So she was able to take on just a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yep. And then, it's that teach, show, do, or whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And now you were able to do this live.
Yes,
right?
We were.
With this person. Okay. Mm-hmm. But this is somebody you could certainly do it via Zoom to get people started.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how much time for you was involved? Because I have to tell you, yesterday I spoke with one of my clients, and we were talking about her building her team. And she goes, I'm so worried that it's going to take so much time to be able to train and develop. How much time did the actual event take for you?
Not more than an hour. I mean, then there's the lingering and the follow-up, but like almost every single person, I think between the two nights, we had close to 14 people there.
Wow.
Almost every single person placed an order for something to help support. And yeah, and then it's just teaching the follow through once they got their product. But then, people. Right. Yeah. So it was, a couple hours for now what can be lifelong clients. Right.
Yeah. I mean, just think about that. 14 new touches, almost 14 sales for 2 hours worth of work.
Right.
I mean, that makes so much sense. And the other thing that's so powerful about that is you are double dipping, if you will. You're not only helping her to sell, but she's getting training and knowledge at the same time. So, were you happy with the results? Was she happy with the results of her two gatherings?
Yes. She was very happy. I was very happy, quite honestly, with the COVID and all that. We hadn't done a lot. It was my first live event in 2 years.
Oh, so you kind of get out. I don't know about you, but I get out of practice.
I was kind of nervous. I was like, but then it came back. But yeah. So into we were able to brainstorm and kind of unpack our party after the first night, and we were able to make a few tweaks to make it even better the second night.
Right.
And now from that and what she learned, we've got a couple more events scheduled now in October that we will do either Zoom or live, just picking a couple products that interest her and we feel, is going to interest many other people. So we can just do some smaller, promoting one or two products. It won't be like a grand opening, but again, just an educational and
Well, and she truly is opening up a new business. And I love the term ribbon cutting. I think that's so cool. And it's symbolic, but that's, when we always say, when you open up a new business, the first people we go to are family and friends, which is great. Okay. But it's a great way to launch the business. And the other thing that's so powerful about what you did is 14 other people heard about the earning opportunity.
Right. And she didn't have to say it because it was coming from me, the third party.
Right.
Which I think helps because especially if you're new, maybe you don't have the skill or you're just excited and, you know, you don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little, but by somebody else and possibly having other business partners there that are sharing their testimonials and stories, now they're hearing it from these other people and they could be like, she may be onto something, you know?
Right. And that third party testimonial. And when it's your friends, they don't always think, oh, well, that's my friend. But now here's somebody that comes in and has experience and they see that you're there to partner with them. That's really, really great. That's really, really great. I know it works. I've done it in the past and I kind of put it on the back burner, but I would encourage everybody to do a grand opening of some sort, a ribbon cutting for anybody else. And you could even do it for your own business. I mean, this just popped into my head. Okay. Hopefully we're back to where we can do in-home things or whatever. Maybe you relaunch your business.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a possibility. That's truly working smarter. And no, it's not a home party. It's a launch. It's absolutely so.
It's a celebration of somebody opening their business, and we're just inviting you to see what she's doing. But then in the end, they all end up buying something anyways.
Right.
You know? They don't have to, but they all are like, wow, that's amazing. I want to try that, or I want to try this, or, you know.
I mean, if she opened up a new restaurant, all of her friends would come. So why would they not come? Why would they not come here? But I think it's brilliant. And I love the fact that it's simple and it's easy. And I applaud you for getting back into, you know, the home thing, but it certainly can be done via Zoom. So you're such a busy lady. So what do you like to do when you're not working at all of these things? Because you are well-rounded. I love that.
Yeah. I like the outdoors. I love to bike ride, and we have a cottage on a lake, so I love to spend time up there. I like to golf. My husband and I like to golf. So I like music. So that stuff.
You're well-rounded, and you are practicing what you preach, which is taking care of yourself. So another thing I'm curious about, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, my favorite movie. Yeah. It's been a while since I've watched a movie.
I know. We used to go to movies in the theater all the time.
Right. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
I know.
That stumps people.
Because now I've got all these movies running through my head. So,
and I don't know about you, but sometimes it's the mood that I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I will say this: I like more movies that are full of heart, that are authentic, based on more of a true story.
Sure.
You know, does that make sense?
Absolutely, because you are in the business of telling stories.
Right.
That's what we do. And I have to believe that when you tell the story of when you were a single mother, that relates to other people. I think that, but to me, I'm just so impressed with your longevity. And I love what you said about you're listening to other things to keep inspiring yourself. And because
one of the fundamentals.
It is in
life, really.
It is. It absolutely is. It's like you got to shoot free throws in practice all the time, whether you want to or not. It's one of those fundamentals. So if you had to give advice to our listeners, a couple things that you would advise anybody that's in network marketing, direct selling, that they should do, what are your 1 or 2 or 3 best pieces of advice?
I would say, number 1, take it seriously. Number 2, have a strong goal or why, because like anything, whether you're looking to get in shape or, you know, whatever, it takes commitment. So tell yourself you're going to at least give it a full year, if not 5 years. Like, think of any other business. Find a good coach or mentor. It doesn't matter maybe necessarily, like Janet, you're not even in my business, but you've been a great mentor, but you know the ropes too. But find a good mentor. Hopefully it's a senior partner or, another business owner that can really guide you into the fundamental, the step-by-step on how to get there the quickest way. But just stick to it and, don't give up when you feel like giving up.
Right. Because there are going to be days that you will. But I loved what you said, taking it seriously, because it is a business. If you treat it like a business, you'll earn money. So, and
I think a lot of us, when we are being interviewed, or when we're not necessarily, well, I'm going to be in a network marketing business, or I know I wasn't even looking for a business, but I was looking for creative ways to make money, outside my time, or when I did in my girls, instead of going to punch another time clock and it's another weekend spent. So, but then be a good student, then just take it all and run with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But taking it seriously and the commitment, the 1 to 5 years, because there are too many times people go from one thing to another. It takes time to build a business. And if you quit, you got to start all over again. But 15 years is pretty impressive. So if our listeners want to reach out to Terri, we've got all of your information that they can contact. But I know you have a special offer for our listeners. You want to share that?
Yeah, if, like I said, I specialize in the health and nutrition. I create customized wellness solutions for people. So I give, everybody gets a free consultation. We have some other tools. So yeah, they can reach out to me via email or Facebook, which we'll have in the links below the podcast. But again, I want results. So I want to customize a plan that will work for you. So I'd love to sit down and talk with you.
Right. I love the fact that it is customized. I've sat down and had a consultation with you, and you know your stuff, my friends. So, Terri Strange, I want to thank you for being our guest, and it's always so good. Now we can actually have live coffee, and I'm looking forward to that. We need to do that again soon. But this is Janet Metzger along with our guest today, Terri Strange, on the Network Marketers Den. And here's to your success. And Terri, I know that you will continue to be at the top and continue to soar. So thanks everybody for listening. And here's to your continued success. Bye-bye.